Go ahead and check your posture, make sure you're nice and comfortable. Back is straight. It's okay to move around if you have to during the meditation session. But it's best if you can be as stable as possible so that any adjustments you make during the meditation are very minor. And let's do our mantra to increase the power of recitation, which is in the chat box. We'll recite this 7 times to help increase the power of the recitation of the mantras and practice that we're doing. TAYATHA Om Dare Dare BENDHARE SVAHA. 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 And so take a few nice deep breaths just to help relax. Still keeping your back straight, but letting everything else in your posture relax. Just let go of your day. We're just bringing our focus to what we're doing right now. We don't have to be worried about anything that's coming up in the future. Letting your breathing return to normal. Paying attention to what's happening in your body. Just noticing everything that's happening. There's so many sensations, so much movement, even when we're sitting still. Not any analyzing, it's just noticing. Using mindfulness of the body to focus our attention. Bringing the mind inward. And then we think about our motivation for doing this practice before we start. And it's always helpful to have just a short phrase that you can always use for your motivation. May all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. So may everything I do with my body, speech, and mind be benefiting, refraining from harm, just benefiting. And so we're going to use this purification practice of Vajrasattva with the context of the 4 opponent powers in order to purify any past negative karma we've created. And if we know anything about emptiness and interdependence, impermanence, understanding karma, then we know it's completely possible to purify our past karma. There's nothing that we can't purify. And we start with the power of regret, where we really are completely honest with ourselves about our faults, our mistakes, because we're going to use that as this power to change any negative habits that we might have. And so thinking about how we may have harmed others with our body, speech, and mind, or broken our own vows, thought negative, critical things. Sometimes even when we're doing good things, we're doing them from a very selfish motivation, wanting others to like us, just wanting to feel good, wanting to get something, wanting someone to praise us. When it's coming from our selfish desires, motivations, then it's sort of from the root poisoning the action. The outcome may be good, but there's still a lot of that needs to be purified, because the intention is the most important part. And so regretting anything that we have done recently, and anything that we have done in this life, and anything that we have done in all our past lives, eons and eons of countless past lives that harmed others. Or came from a negative state of mind. We regret it because we know these are the causes of our future suffering and the suffering of others. And knowing that everyone just wants to be happy and wanting happiness for everyone, we regret these negative seeds we've planted. We don't want them to ripen into suffering for anyone. And so we turn to Guru Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva, who is one with our Guru. And we use this method of the four opponent powers, relying on Vajrasattva, making the effort ourselves to purify this karma, using this powerful method. And so visualize above the crown of your head a beautiful white lotus made of light, on top of which is a moon disk, on which sits Guru Vajrasattva, white in color, body of light, seated in meditation posture, holding a Vajra in the right hand, a bell in the left, with hands crossed at the heart, this union of method and wisdom. Sweet smiling face, adorned with ornaments, divine silks, everything made of light. And everything about Guru Vajrasattva is perfect, ultimate compassion and wisdom. And we go for refuge. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And so really holding that heart of compassion, wanting all sentient beings to be free of suffering, to have only happiness, ultimate happiness of enlightenment, and knowing I must attain that state of enlightenment so that I can help free all sentient beings and lead them to that state as well. And to do that, I must purify for their sake. And so then comes the third of the 4 opponent powers, which is the power of the remedy, where we do this practice of visualizing Guru Vajrasattva sending down powerful white nectar from his heart, which enters your crown and pours into your entire body, filling it completely, pushing down the black inky liquid that exits through your lower orifices. And that black inky liquid are those negative actions of body that we have created since beginningless time. As the nectar fills your body and pushes it out, imagine the black inky liquid just disappears as if it had never been there. Purifying negative actions of body as we say the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Didameva Va Sitashaya Meva Supushaya Meva Anarati Meva Sarvasiti Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Didameva Va Sitashaya Meva Supushaya Meva Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebava Sitashaya Mebava Sipushaya Mebava Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakamasutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebava Sitashaya Mebava Supashaya Mebava Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebava Sitashaya Mebava Supashaya Mebava Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebava Sitashaya Mebava Supashaya Mebava Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebava Sitashaya Mebava Supashaya Mebava Anarati Mebava Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitakshrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be delighted that all negative actions of body are completely purified. Think that there's no way you could do anything but benefit others. And then we purify any negative actions of speech. Again, Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of blissful white nectar from his heart, which arcs around, enters the crown of your head, filling your body with nectar, pushing up a black inky liquid, which are the negative actions of your speech, which gets pushed out of the top of your body. And as it exits, it just completely dissipates, purifying any negative actions of speech. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Sijam Shriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatara Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa, Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddhashriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mata Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddhashriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatara Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddhashriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sitame Siddhashriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be completely relieved, completely blissful that all negative actions of speech totally purified, and think that there's nothing that you can say that isn't going to benefit others. And then we purify any negative actions of mind. This time, Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light. And this blissful white light enters the crown of your head. And when it enters your body, it immediately fills your entire being. And as the light hits your heart chakra, the darkness of the negativity of your mind, all the attachment and neediness, anger, depression, jealousy, anything negative in your mind is instantly dispelled, not one atom left. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sitame Sitashrim Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa, Supashaya Mebawa, Anadati Mebawa, Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame, Sitam Shriyam Kudahum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa, Sutashaya Mebawa, Supashaya Mebawa, Anadati Mebawa, Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame, Siddhashrim Kudahum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa, Siddhashaya Mebawa, Supashaya Mebawa, Anadati Mebawa, Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame, Siddhashrim Kudahum, Ha 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 Ho, Bhagawan, Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be delighted that all your delusions, the source of suffering for yourself and all sentient beings, completely gone. Your heart mind is just filled with loving kindness and compassion and complete wisdom. And then again, in order to eliminate any of the very subtle obscurations to enlightenment, subtle tendencies after the seeds are gone, Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of light, filling you completely and instantly, eliminating even the subtlest imprints of negative energy from your mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahama Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Siddhashrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarva Tathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Suttame Sitashrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Suttame Sitashrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sabaham Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipashaya Mebawa Anadata Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Suttame Sitashrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Be delighted that you are now completely purified and even the subtlest of obscurations completely removed. And so then the fourth of the four opponent powers is the resolve or determination not to repeat our negative actions. As Lama Zopa Rinpoche says, everything exists on the tip of the wish, the aspiration. And so we have this aspiration not to repeat negative actions, and be very specific if you can about negative actions you're working on. Setting a specific time goal of not repeating certain things for, can be 5 minutes, it could be till tomorrow morning, whatever you're confident you can keep. And then also having a resolve not to repeat any past negative actions. Always wanting to, at the very least, refrain from harming others, and whenever possible, benefiting them. Guru Vajrasattva is so delighted with you. Wanting to merge with your mind, he melts into white light and absorbs into you through your crown. Think my Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same thing. In union, oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. And then meditate on how in emptiness there is no I, the creator of negative karma, no action of creating negative karma, and no negative karma created. Seeing all phenomena as empty of inherent existence. And then all of the merit, which is this positive spiritual energy you've created by doing this purification, dedicate it to all living beings, thinking, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we dedicate to the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, all of our precious gurus, all of our teachers, May they hold us close, continue to teach, help us until we attain enlightenment. And may we always have the conditions and the spiritual friends to make it possible to progress on the path.
Thank you very much, Venerable